I think the way that a company packages something is a sign of its quality. Maybe it's placebo, I don't know, but the fact of the matter is it's really a good indication. By the way, if you're new to my channel, my name's Ryan. I make things in my garage, and I have been hacking things my whole life. Roll the intro. Makes me kind of think that, wow, this is going to be pretty cool. It's got a nice little sleeve. Okay, we got glasses. You need those because it doesn't have a shield. And I have a power cord. Wow, this is a laser. This is the laser. That's cool. And a little cleaning cloth for the laser. All right, well, I like to throw stuff, so I'm going to do that. So we got the power cord. And we have a sample piece and some tools. You always need the tools. By the way, if you're interested in buying a 3D printer, or if you're a laser cutter, buy one that you can work on. So right now with 3D printers, whether or not you buy a Prusa, which I have, or a Bamboo, the number one thing is buy something that you can actually fix, because no one's sending it overseas. So we have this, and this thing is super cool. I mean, oh my gosh, there's a random bolt that popped out. All right, so looks like it moves nicely. I did not get a breadcrumb tray. I've never not gotten a breadcrumb tray. The breadcrumb tray is what is down on there. So, in the spirit of the hack lab, I am not reading the assembly instructions because I have installed so many of these laser cutters. This is magnetic, that's cool. And now I'm going to put this, this shields you from looking at something. There we go, it's magnetic. That's nice. And then it slides on here. And I'm not sure exactly how it's going to do this, but the only thing I'm having to do is to connect this little thing. That's basically all I'm doing here with this laser cutter, is connecting this. It is really ready to go, which means all of the squareness of the machine is all done. So far, I'm loving this. But the question is, and I'm going to need my old man glasses at this point. Okay, so to tighten down the laser, you got to grab the smallest hex key. And there is a simple little 2mm block that's used for focusing. So we're going to plug this in. So far, I'm liking the quality of it. It's just a nice little machine. I find that maybe I would prefer if the cable was in the back, but it's kind of nice that it's here. So I plugged it in. So I need to plug in the power cable. And what I did is hooked it up with the USB. If you ever have any trouble with connecting the laser, most likely your USB cable doesn't have a data transfer. It's just power. All USB cables, this is USB-C, are not made equally. Make sure you get one that's data. The same thing goes with my Arduino. I need to basically have a data cable. So it's cutting the leather out perfectly. This machine right now is currently $150, plus you get a coupon. I'll put the link down below. But as far as starting up a little leather business where you make custom leather wallets, whether or not you want to put the magnet in for MagSafe or put an air tag in or whatever else that's called, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm using pennies, cheap leather. You could use leather purses, and this thing just seems to be knocking it out. I will tell you that leather actually can stretch and it moves. So I have a video coming up where I'm actually cutting fabric using a laser cutter, and that I actually stick down with double stick spray mount. So watch that video. You may want to use spray mount with the little tack when you're doing this, and not use a put the metal underneath, but tack it to a mat and mess with your settings. So right now I'm making the top part of the wallet. I have the bottom part and then the other top. I'm probably going to wash this with a little bit of alcohol. Maybe someone that knows leather work can tell me, because it has a little bit of soot, but I'm going to worry about that later. But as far as my credit card fitting in, that's pretty cool. So I'm cutting out the final piece right now, and then I'm going to sew it together. But as far as, so I have 3 different parts I have the back side, I have the top side, and then I have the angled part that the credit card goes on. And in a future video, I'll add the magnet so that it goes on the back of the phone. But I just wanted to try this laser cutter out. It's pretty sweet. So it's cutting these nice holes out. It doesn't have air assist, which is something maybe you could add. But as far as engraving a coaster at a trade show, this is pretty sweet. The laser cutter goes, you got the link, everything else works out. Sewing it together is a very therapeutic. I consider doing that. If you're interested in leather work, you don't need the traditional tools, but I would buy those used. It's just kind of fun to use old tools. But as far as this laser cutter, an absolute win. My daughter's complaining about the smell, burning flesh in the hack lab, but other than that, we are good to go with this top shelf product by ACMER. Thanks. Whatever you do, make something that connects someone. Peace out.